Yeah, I mean, I felt like I threw some good pitches and some good chase spots there. Like, Abrams put two balls in play that I thought were in really good spots. I thought Call put some balls in play that were underneath the zone. It's learning curve. I'm still working on that, working on a new pitch to try and get that more chase, especially to righties. Wasn't great. Hasn't been great in the bullpen. So still trying to figure out how to make it move correctly and all that stuff. So still working on that. Um, could have pitched a little bit better, I think, in terms of like smarter, just in pregame routine and kind of knowing where I could have got some more miss. So, I mean, fourth innings, ball in play. First inning, it's kind of like stringing that together. The walk to Bell is really one that hurts because that's not something I should be allowing to happen. And home runs are going to happen. But then the one to Rosario as well. Just bad, kind of a little bit of bad game planning.
How frustrating is that when you're a pitch to contact guy and then they're squeaking through? I know you've been there before, but how frustrating is
Yeah, it's frustrating when your game starts off with the 3-run homer. Then it's like I got to be perfect, and when the ending like that in the fourth happens, those are the ones that are going to happen to you sometimes, and you can't allow the other mistakes to happen before that.
What's the challenge of that? It's just in terms of not knowing that inning is going to come, but having to pitch around that and kind of having that in the background there. Like, how do you set yourself up for a spot where that doesn't bite you the way it did?
Yeah, I mean, it's just cleaning up the controllable mistakes. The really controllable mistakes were in the first, and the home run to Rosario. Other than that inning, I think it was like a couple balls at 66 miles an hour, 67 miles an hour, ended up being pretty costly hits. But I thought I executed a lot of pitches that inning. Really it's just not making the mistakes earlier.
One of the things we talked about with Ali a lot the last couple of days is sort of the challenge for the position players at this point with the way guys are beat up coming down to this stretch here. Does Steve, the staff is feeling that too? Like the pitching staff is kind of getting to that point where the break can be helpful for some guys?
Whenever I think a lot of us are getting to about 100 innings now. That's a lot of innings. You start to feel definitely stuff starts, maybe velocity starts to decline, maybe sharpness starts to go down. Definitely getting a break could help you clean up some things or whatever you feel like's been missing. If you feel like you can work on something in your bullpens, given that time off. So.
You talk about the pitch, that's a sweeper that you're working on.
Yeah.
So you said it wasn't great in the bullpen? Or?
It's just I'm trying to find that consistent movement right now so I can trust it. Right now, sometimes I'll throw it and it's got good movement, sometimes it'll be bad. So I'm still trying to figure out that, and then once I get that movement consistent, then I can really trust it and start locating it.
Andre, when the outing starts the way you did that home run in the first inning, what's just kind of the mental process of trying to just kind of settle in after that?
New game. I still got 100. I got 80 pitches to throw there. I got 80 quality pitches I got to go out there and throw. So kind of resetting from that first inning. That whatever happened, and just trying to make the next 80 pitches as good as I can.